I've spent almost my entire life in Nutley, New Jersey. It's a small Irish-Italian town with an area of barely 3.5 square miles. Seeing that's an Italian-Irish town, it isn't really surprising that we have local pizzerias. The thing is, we have 8 of them. Or at least we did, but I found out one of them went out of business while I was away at college. Now, everyone in Nutley has their favorite pizzeria for one reason or another, but I always wondered which pizzeria made the best thin crust pizza. So today, I'm going to be trying and comparing all of my town's 7 pizzerias. The contenders for today are Ritacco's, Lou's, Rocky's, Ralph's, Ferruli's, Cucina, and Bel Pais. So, for this contest, I'll be ordering one slice of plain, thin crust cheese pizza from each of these pizzerias, and we're going to compare them based on general taste, texture, and price. So, we have all 7 pizza slices from the 7 pizzerias. First off, we have Ralph's Pizzeria. Now, Ralph's is probably the most famous pizzeria in my town. Basically, everyone that grew up in this town has tried Ralph's. It's like the most popular one and the most famous one by far. So I think it deserves to go first, you know? So let's get right into it. So Ralph's is really red compared to the other ones. The other ones are a lot more orange. I'm no pizza expert just by eating like tons of pizza in my life, but let's see how it is. Yeah, that's good. Solid. So one thing about Ralph's pizza is, to me, I always thought it was a little bit salty, which is true for this slice as well. Ralph's tends to be a little bit on the saltier side, which I'm not personally a super big fan of. But besides that, the crust is really nice. It's very thin. The slice is really thin, really easy to bite into. Tastes amazing. Not too much cheese, not too much sauce either. Basically perfect. I just think it's a little bit too salty, but besides that, it's great. And then next on the list, I'm gonna do Rocky's. Rocky's is also famous in my town. If you grew up in one of the elementary schools in my town, you've probably had Rocky's like 100 times. Every time there's any like pizza party in school or whatever, they always order Rocky's. And honestly, I haven't had Rocky's since elementary school, so I'm not sure how it'll hold up compared to back then. When I was a kid, I did not like Rocky's pizza that much, so I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt and let's see how it goes. Rocky's pizza, one thing is it's a lot bigger than Ralph's at least. Rocky's is not bad. I'll say one thing, it smells a lot better. Like, it's a lot more fragrant, you know what I mean? But then again, I have like 7 pizza slices right in front of me. That being said, I feel like the crust is a little doughier. I'm not sure if I like it. It's not as like, I don't know, it kind of looks a little more cardboardy. Feels a little bit inferior to Ralph's so far. Still pretty good though. Probably better than Domino's by a long shot now. So here we have Ritacco's. Ritacco's is one of the ones that is closest to my house. It's like 3 blocks down one of the main streets. I went to high school with someone from the Ritacco family actually, and I didn't really like her that much. Because of that, I don't think I've really tried Ritacco's Pizzeria because I was like, nah, I don't really like this girl. But right off the bat, pretty big slice. The crust is really, really thin. Like, these are all thin crust slices, but this one's really thin. And looks to have a little bit more sauce at the top, you know? But alright, let's bite into it. For the Ritacco's pizza, my first instinct is that it's not as flavorful. I'm a little disappointed, honestly. So maybe I was right about that Ritacco's Pizzeria being kind of bad. Now I'm going to be trying Bel Pais. The Bel Pais slice has those like pizza bubbles, the dough bubbles at the top. I was never a big fan of those dough bubbles at the top because they just like kind of looked ugly, but that's not a big deal here. Dough is also a little on the less cooked side, not super crunchy, not too bad. So let's see how it tastes. This one disappoints me a little because I've had Bel Pais pizza a lot, especially during high school because it's right down the street from my high school. I was expecting it to be a lot better. I haven't had them in a while, obviously, since I haven't been around. Despite the dough looking a little less crunchy, it is pretty crunchy even at the like middle. I'm not sure if they overcooked mine or something like that because I'm not expecting the big like crunch on the first initial bite on the corner. Besides that, not bad at all. Now here we have Lou's. Now, Lou's is my parents' favorite place, and my friend Jack also works there as a delivery driver. So I've had a lot of Lou's in my life. Maybe you can't tell, but this slice is pretty average size, but it's a lot more orange than a lot of the other ones. I have no idea what that means, honestly. Like I said, I'm not a pizza expert. I don't think that's a big deal or anything, but let's compare it to the other ones now they have them side by side. Let me just say that Lou's is like, it's so good. This pizza is so good. Lou's has such a good like, I don't know, I just like biting into it is so satisfying. I could be biased here. I could be really biased because I had Lou's like
2 days ago or something like that. But like Luz is so good. So good. This has the strongest like pizza flavor out of all the other ones I've tried so far. Luz is really solid. I think Luz is winning right now. Here is Cucina. Cucina has a massive slice. This is a huge, this is my hand for comparison. This is a massive slice of pizza. I remember that their crust tends to be a little bit on the crunchier side because they bake it a little bit longer. This one has a little bit more dough on it than the rest of them. So it should be a lot more doughy, but let's see. The Cucina slice. I'm not sure if you can see, but a lot more dough on this one than cheese, and like there's actually like not that much sauce at all. It's just like kind of dough and cheese, and like the sauce is like there kind of, but it's a little lacking in flavor. I'd say it's a little too doughy. Kind of underwhelming, I'm not gonna lie. Just like a big slice. So for size, I get some points because you know that's a bang for your buck for a big ass slice. Besides that, taste is, compared to the rest of them, I wouldn't say it's winning, not by a long shot, but it's still better than like Domino's. And actually, if you look at the plate that it came on, it's covered in like little burnt pieces in the crust because it's crunchy as hell and there's so much of it. Cucina's not looking good right now. Also, Cucina was the most expensive slice out of all of them. The thing was like this slice, yeah, it's big as hell. Guess how much this was? This was $3.75. That's a big slice. Almost $4 for one slice of pizza, bro. Like, damn, it better be the best pizza in the world. Holy shit. I'm pretty underwhelmed by Cucina. Think it could have been a lot better, but oh well, it is what it is. Now on to the last one, Friuli's Pizzeria. Now this was my family's favorite for a while. I always like this one because it has a lot of crust at the top. It's also really pretty to look at. Like all the pizza's nice, but like Friuli's is really nice to look at. I don't know. I'm fucking weird about pizza. I know, okay? But let's get right into the taste test. Just after one bite, I already know what I want to talk about. Can you see how thick that cheese layer is? Like in between the crust and the cheese, like the cheese, there's so much cheese on this. If you like the cheese, that's really good. But I think as I get older, the less cheese I want on it. Not like, I don't want like no cheese, obviously. Having too much cheese like this is just a little, you can like bite through the cheese. And it's a little uncomfortable, I'm not gonna lie. Like it doesn't taste bad at all. It tastes really good actually. But it's just like, it's like a layer of skin on top of my pizza. I think it's a little, not my favorite, honestly. I'm gonna choose one definitive winner. And I'd have to say it's Luz. Now. I know I'm biased because this is my family's favorite pizzeria, but hear me out. One, the slice size is pretty average, if you just imagine it being whole again. But it tastes really good. It's fragrant as hell. And it's only about $2.40 per slice. And that's pretty average for a pizza slice. But it tastes really good. Compared to some of the other ones, like Cucina, for example. This big slice was $3.75. If you put them side by side, obviously one's a lot bigger than the other. Like I could probably put the Luz slice on top of the fucking Cucina slice, but it's just not worth it. All the other ones I'd say are solid pizza too. Like it's all better than Domino's or Pizza Hut for sure. But out of all of these, I'd say Luz is the strongest by far. So now that we're at the end here, I officially declare Luz Pizzeria as winner. Yay! Woo! Yay! Good job, Luz. Good job. And so guys, that concludes my pizza test. Thank you for watching. If you ever want to try one of these pizzerias in my town, Nutley, New Jersey, you can just search up Nutley Pizza and there will be like 20 fucking results, okay? Like, it's crazy. We have so many pizzas, so much pizza here. I can say proudly that like, I live in one of the best pizza towns in the world. So thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you soon.